It mustn't just be, it mustn't just be the annoyance or the anger. It could be an expression of happiness, okay? It could be me expressing somewhat feeling that has lingered in my mind, in my brain, in my head, that felt so good that it's hard for me to forget. It mustn't be anger. It mustn't be frustration, okay? Venting is not just that. No one has the experience. It's all our first time here on earth. So keep in mind that yays, lovers, and glasses of wine, these are the things that should never be counted. Hey you! I'm your host, Viva. A girl who's stuck with fiction and fantasies. Welcome. This is YouCould Pod, where there's only possibilities of anything you could reckon. Be chill, do your thing while listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to subscribe and click on your notification buttons, because that way I owe you everything. I'm not sure I like to be seated in a position that is not most comfortable. If I'm going to be sitting for a while, like if I'm going to be sitting for a stretched period of time, say over 15 minutes or 30 or an hour or more, I like to sit in a more comfortable positions. And that is why sometimes when I see people who actually sit on an armrest chairs, like, those office type of chairs, even though it has a swing along, like, the one that can spin you around and make you feel like Michael Jackson in 1 minute of all your life, I still feel like if one has to be sitting in a particular position, or not just sitting in a particular position, if one has to be seated for a while, you have to be most comfortable. And for me, a wider sit, a wider sitting area, a wider sitting platform, a wider sitting sit, like chair, sit. I don't know if this is corresponding or making sense. They sit as S-E-A-T, sit, and then they sit as S-I-T, which is you performing the act of sitting down. Okay. But all I'm saying is it has to be wider, okay? Because somehow I like to sit like a monk if I'm going to be sitting for a longer period of time in a particular place. So I prefer that. And that will lead me to this episode's topic, ventilation. It sounds very alike, like ventilation, right? But it's not. So, hey you, on this episode of YouCould Pod, I am going to be talking about venting. Okay, this came into mind. This is not just come into mind. This has been a thing for the longest period of time, because why has this been a thing for almost a stretched period of time is because I hear most people say that there's a connotation that comes with the word vent. And it's not wrong, because the dictionary, I believe, explains it to be a release of strong emotion, say an expression of strong emotion. So it usually has a negative connotation, because it's more like when a person is trying to express their anger or their annoyance or their frustration or hurt or whatever is just on the other side that is not good. But I'm here to say, I get it. That's what the word venting means. But all I want to say is, venting cannot only be made to be stuff that are just bad expression. It can just be made to be in one side where is a release of a strong emotion. Maybe I have a strong emotions of happiness, okay? I could be venting about something that is so nice and is so strong, like my happiness. I am so freaking happy, because I have to tell you guys, there are days that I feel super excited over something that has happened to me, over an art that I've received, or something that has been done for me, or I've gotten, or I've worked for and I got, or something I just got on a platter, or feeling, or a compliment, all the stuff that makes you feel good, There are times when I want to express all the stuff. And I literally start by telling the people I'm expressing it to, either a friend, a relative, or whatsoever, whoever is there. I try to tell them, okay, honey, I want to vent. And whenever I say I want to vent, they're like, okay, no, is this venting about me? Is it because, and they actually start bringing, okay, I don't want to start this anymore. I actually want to give you guys a teeny story about venting. Yes, about my opinion of venting, about how venting, why I chose to talk about venting so much today. Some weeks ago, I'm always meeting with friends, right? I am. It's very funny because I'm always hanging out with people because, wonderful people like me like to hang out with wonderful people like my friends. And so together we do wonderful things. Okay, so I'm hanging out with this friend of mine one time, weeks ago. And then we get into discussions, we are talking, because we have to talk about something. Because I don't know if I've ever said it on here, I am not one for small talks. God, I have passed that point. I have literally shipped away from that area where I get to have small talks with people. If I am actually going to have small talks with you, I don't want to talk, okay? Can we just awkwardly or weirdly stare into the wind, or stare into an open space, or stare on a stage if there's a stage, or just stare at ourselves, okay? Just stare at each other. I can't really remember what you meant to say right now. But what I'm saying is, can we just stay, then have small talk? How are you? I'm fine. Okay, you're good? Yes. The one I hate so much is when people start off small talks and then they start off by saying, hey, what's up with you? And like, hey, I'm good. And then you're like, oh, what you up to today? And then, okay, let's say it's practically a free day for me, and I have to say, oh, nothing much, just a little bit here and there, and then off. And then they were like, cool, yeah, well, you have a good day. What is that? What just happened? I don't want to chat with you again. I don't want to have a conversation with you again, ever. Because dude, let's talk about atoms, okay? Let's talk about space. Let's talk about witches. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about the planet Earth. Let's talk about game consoles. Let's talk about God of War. Let's talk about Konami. Let's talk about soccer. I don't know. I'm just mentioning random things here, okay? Let's just talk about movie. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about the artists you love, okay? Let's talk about Burna Boy. Let's talk about Beyonce. Let's talk about Anne-Marie. Let's talk about something that is going to stretch down the conversation more than, hey, you good? I'm good. Dude, even though I wasn't good, even though I am not good, I am never going to say I'm not good, because the truth and the fact is you are just going to be putting this person, whoever it is you're having this conversation with, whoever it is you're exchanging the pleasantries and getting to that point, you're just going to be putting them in very awkward situations. Just imagine if someone says, hi, how are you doing? And then you're like, oh no, I'm not good. The whole scenery just changes. It's like they just brought in that dim, horrid team music. It just went like do-do-dum, and then the person has to lousily, begrudgingly, hopelessly, angrily, not knowing what to do, say, what happened? Because now they're like, oh my God, why can't you just be a human being and say you're fine and get it over with? Because exactly, trust me, that is just the only thing people want to hear. People don't want to hear when you're not good. People don't care about that. They're going to say, okay, hit me up. Nobody has ever said hit me up when you're mad, right? Nobody, I don't know if people actually say that to themselves. Do people actually say don't forget to call me. Don't forget to hit me up when things go bad. It's never a thing. It's never an expression. So you see, the only thing about small talks is good. I'm fine. I'm wonderful. Oh, I am beautiful. Oh, I am so gorgeous. And if it is someone I want to probably get into a conversation with, because I feel like, okay, they could get on, or maybe it's the first time I'm actually having that convo with them, I might try and say, I am feeling so wonderful today. Okay, my hair is on fire. Put in some extra stuff to just make it, and see how they carry on. And then, woe to be tied to me when the person just goes, oh, that's nice, you're good. Oh my, I don't want to talk about small talks, okay? I don't want to talk about small talks. I want to talk about venting. And trust me, this is me venting. I am literally venting about small talks. Can we stop small talks, please? Conversations, honey. Talk about your... What is the least interesting or least expected thing someone could just bring up? Talk about your electric bulb, how your bulbs burn in the house. Because my burn in the house, I don't know if you guys ever totally felt that. My bulbs always burn. I could get one and then the next week I have to get another one. And sometimes I'm thinking, is it that you can't just be having less? I have refused to talk about being broke. I have refused to say that word and attribute it to myself ever. I have just taken that off my record. It's never going to happen. It will not happen. And if it happens, slap me out of it and tell me to change it immediately. I give you the rights. I give you that power right now. Okay? If you ever see me say something like that, get me out of that hole, because that is not who I want to be. All right? So, that said, we have to throw away small, little, tiny, small talks. Even the explanation, even the way it is being portrayed, it's so little, small talk. It's not just worth it, okay? It's not worth it. So can we kill that stuff? Can we kill it? Can we murder it, okay? Can we stab it a bloody million times so we make sure that it never wakes up again? Can we shoot it in the freaking face, all over its arm, all over the chest and leg, and die, honey? No reincarnation, no nothing. You are gone, dust. Can we just, exactly, burn it? Let's burn it, okay? Get the ashes and spread it nowhere. Just trap it in an urn and keep it there forever. Dead to small talks, okay? Dead to that. Back to it while I brought up venting. Did you guys actually think I forgot that part? How could I forget it? It's just, I need you people to understand that if I'm telling you one thing, you're going to have to get catch on, because you have to play a big catch on, because I'm going to have to move from one thing to the other thing, but I'm going to promise you that if I am not so carried away, which I don't know if I will be, I don't think I will ever be, because I will try not to ever be here, okay? So I don't want you guys to think I'm a crazy person. I'm always gonna catch on, all right? So back to it. Weeks ago, I was having this discussion with my friend about venting, and then, he goes whack on, and he's like, "No, venting cannot be that." I'm like, dude, what if I am so happy? What if? Just imagine. Use your imaginations here, honey, okay? Just fantasize. Make a fiction in your head, okay? Just imagine that for the ladies, for the girls, and for the guys too. Because, I've had male friends who tell me stuff like this. I'm like, I feel good. This makes me actually feel good, because then I relate. I'm like, okay, good. It's not just we women, it's not just we girls who do it. Just imagine those times. Just imagine when you've met this person that is so nice. Maybe it's just the first date, maybe it's a second date. I don't know, whatever it is. Maybe it's just you guys meeting for the very first time, but somehow you guys got that connection, you have that chemistry, and you have to talk about it with your friend or your partner or your relative, family, partner. Okay, who tells your partner about the person who they just met? This will show that I probably do not have experience with this stuff called, it's crazy if you're actually in a relationship. That means there are things you can't share. Because if you're sharing it, you probably would be misunderstood to be maybe you bragging, or you just bringing up stuff, or you just forgetting that I am actually dating you. Anyway, just imagine it that you meet this one person that is so nice, and then you can't get it out of your head, you can't get it out of your mind, but you have to share this space with a friend of yours, whoever is with you at that time, a colleague, an acquaintance, a relative, a family, a friend, whosoever, or just someone you just met, okay? And you have to tell them. You just have to express yourself, okay? You just have to tell how good it was, how you felt, what he said, what she said. I mean, that's honey, that's sweet, sweet honey. Honeyous. Is there a word like that? Honeyous. That is no word like that. But anyway, you get the gist, right? Okay. The very good honey comeback that person made when you made a particular statement. So you have to just tell this person that's with you. I mean, they're there with you, right? So you're telling them about it. You're literally telling them how everything went. To me, that is venting. That is an expression of a strong emotion. It is not just about anger. And I was having this convo with my friend, and he's like, no, it's not that way. Venting is only exclusive. I say, okay, I get it. The dictionary says expression of strong emotion. Can you leave it at expression of strong emotion, expression of strong energy, which is happiness? Dude, annoyance and anger can't be the only thing that is strong. I mean, personally, I have a great, strong, super strong emotions. I do. I have a super strong emotions about happiness, about feeling funny, about feeling weird, about feeling awkward, about feeling a particular certain way. It comes to me. There's no preparation. There is no way for me to follow. There is no particular stuff that happens at all. It just comes. It's venting. And besides, this is Nigeria, where everybody literally vents. People are venting every day on social media. People are venting every day in their lives. Are you kidding me? People are venting about how celebrities are blowing up the whole kettle. People are venting about how people are making money and they buy expensive cars and putting themselves in crazy high jumps and high risk and having fun, okay? Poor people, I don't want to use the word poor because that's a little bit derogatory, right? But people who make less are busy venting to people, to their friends, to their co-workers, to whoever is around them that they have a relationship with. They are busy venting to these people about how they can't get it off. What am I saying? How they can't get it off. That sounds like get it off. If you understand that, then you understand it. But if you don't, you don't. And I'm not going to explain because I don't even know what that means. Anyway, it just means that people are just going off. They're going off on your favorite celebrity, their favorite music, their favorite track, their favorite movie. Because, I mean, this week for me, I am venting all through about small talks. Can people stop having small talks? Can we just stop? It's not so cute, okay? It's not so sweet and fun the way people make it look. It's not that way. Small talks are horrible. person to ever do this, but I have to do this. I mean, I have to say this because not only is it out of place, it is the least thing I expected. I don't even know how I got to that point, but anyway, here goes. I go to see this friend of mine that I've not seen for a while. She is married now, and then we connect again. And then she said, we have to see. There's so many to talk about because we were very, very close. And then I guess we'll still have to continue that. So we had to sit down, and we've been gisting and talking for hours. We've caught up, like we were busy catching up on stuff, on deals or things that's been happening. And I've actually felt very good, I actually felt very cool. Because there's one thing that happens in the society right now. There's something that happens with people who are married versus people who are single. Oh my God, and I happen to fall in the category of people who are single okay, whatever. So this stuff that it usually happen now, like it's not usually happening now, like it's new or something. I want to believe it's something that's always been happening. It's about when people are single. Let's say female friends who've been together, and now one of them or a particular person is married and the other person is single. There's always this pause or this stuff that holds on the relationship. There's always this end point. Maybe it doesn't end actually, but there's always something that actually just for no reason at all, for reasons I can actually fathom, happen to the relationship that they originally have, because somehow there's this societal expectations and standards that a married person should not be hanging with a single person because they don't align, and the single person shouldn't be hanging out with a married person because their goals are not aligned and stuff like that. I get it 100%. However, I'm hanging out with this, my friend, and then we've been talking, and they're like, girl, I have to vent. There's something I actually want to vent about. This happened before, back then, when we were still close. I have to vent about it. Actually, what I had in mind, I am not going to lie, 100%, my hands to God, what I actually had in mind to vent about was one time that I cannot forget that was so very nice. I mean, I had something that was very tragic, but she came up, and then I don't think she even know what she did that day was literally everything for me. I felt so happy. I felt like, oh my God, I have someone who has my back, who could just do that without me even looking. I was trying to actually express something that I was super, super grateful for. And the reason why I made sure that I had to attend her wedding when she wedded, I'm not going to lie. And I just tell her about the fact that, babe, I want to vent about this stuff. Like, girl, I have to vent. And you guys will not believe me when I tell you she turned it. Oh my God. This is not what I was expecting. I don't want that. I mean, she was coming clean. I don't want people coming clean to me. I don't like people coming to me because I don't coming clean to me because I don't know how to react, and I don't know what my outcome or my reaction will be. And when I'm not certain about how I'm going to feel or how I'm going to react, I don't know. I get frustrated, and I start to act out. I start to freak out, or start throwing tantrums like a child, and it might be misunderstood, okay? So she was actually coming clean to me and says, okay, that she wants to, the venting. I hope the venting is not about back in October. You remember that year in October when? And then it happened to be that she actually did something to me that was not good. She did something that was so bad, I would have been so mad about, and she wasn't supposed to do. And she was feeling bad. She felt bad. She has been feeling bad all these years. And then she had to tell me that after the wedding and all that it was part of the reason why she couldn't like reach out to me, because she found out that I let her got the stuff which I was looking for then, which she somehow helped to stop me from getting. And I'm in awe. I am surprised. I'm in a Fiji at that time. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to react. The happiness, the stuff I had in my head, the original intention, like I told you guys, that I wanted to tell her about, that I felt so good about, that I wanted to share with her, the way it made me feel. It just went from that wonderful feeling to, I felt so crappy. I felt so bad. I don't know why I felt bad. I was supposed to feel angry, I guess. I was supposed to feel annoyed as to the fact, oh, you made me lose this? I don't know. I didn't think of that. I said I felt a way. I don't even know how to explain it right now. If I have to put it into words to make you guys understand, I don't actually know how to express it. And then I am there staring at her. I'm like, girl, why? Why would you do that? I mean, why did you feel you have to do that? And she wanted to answer it. And this why, I'm not going to lie, this why is not because I wanted her to tell me why, okay? I know I avoid stuff like that. I'm avoidant, I know, okay? The why was just me thinking out loud, but why? I didn't actually want her to tell me the reason, okay? And then she went on telling me the reason, and I could not take it anymore. And I was like, stop, please. It has passed, okay? Can we just move on? I am actually feeling very good that we met right now. I was about telling you something good, and that is the reason why I mentioned the word vent. I don't know why you had to bring this up right now, because I don't know how to feel. It is going to be super awkward if after hearing that, I'm just going to act like everything is fine and then we'll move on, because obviously you've had it in your mind for all these years and all this time. I just felt so crappy. I felt, I don't know. I mean it when I say I don't know how I felt. And this is why I say when the word vent comes to light, there's always this general connotation that comes around venting to be a negative word. Venting to be, as it is, an expression of a strong emotion of anger or annoyance. I guess in her case, guilt. But it didn't make me feel good. I mean, maybe I was supposed to feel relieved. I don't know if anybody feels relieved or feel angry. And then the thing is, I forget things too easily. I could go through something that it's not that I do intentionally forget it, but somehow I've trained myself and trained my mind to try to help me, to aid me to forget things that I actually feel very bad about, that makes me feel frustrated, that makes not actually feel bad or feel frustrated, the things I can't actually pick out the reason why. I mean, when something happens to me from someone, through the hands of someone, when I can't figure it out or know actually the reason why this person would do this, or would this person say this and do this, or would this person do this or do that, when I'm in that conflict zone and stuff, I have somehow subconsciously made myself to try to forget it, and it's been that way for quite some time now. So I was just like dealing with that. I mean, it's spoiled. I'm not gonna lie, it's spoiled. It just left a very heavy dent on that wonderful conversation and wonderful catching up and that wonderful time that I was having again with this friend of mine. That wonderful, sweet time that I was feeling, that I was expressing, that I believe that I was having with this person. I wasn't feeling it anymore. I wasn't. And then I'm like, wow, it is actually true. Venting has a wrong connotation to it. I mean, if I could just talk about, girl, I want to vent, and then she comes up with the stuff she thinks I was going to vent about. And then it made me also start to think about the way people feel about guilt. But I feel before you feel about guilt, you have to have a conscience, right? You have to have been using your conscience to get to the point that you feel guilt. That you feel like you shouldn't have done something, you shouldn't have said something, maybe you oversaid it, you overdid it, and all that, which brings you to the point of venting. So that part, I don't know how this sums up as a feeling for me, but it really made me feel awkward. And the truth is, I want to catch up with her again. I want to, I want us to talk and all that. But somehow she expects me to pace her. She expects me to be angry. She expects me to have a particular reaction to this stuff. And the truth is, I'm not just having it. I don't have that reaction. I'm not having that stuff. And I don't want it to feel so weird that, maybe I'm like sucking up to her or like kissing up to her, kissing ass or something, and just, trying to cuddle up and act like, oh, it's fine, even though you did me bad. Okay, maybe now because you're married, or maybe now because you're this. I didn't want it to be like that, but it just is so expected. Somehow she just expects me, Not like it was verbally said, but somehow she just expects me, how the whole conversation ended and the way we departed. And then when I tried to reach out and be like, okay, I'm okay now. I've gotten to my destination. The response, I'm like, okay. I'm expected to be angry. I'm expected to be mad. I'm expected to feel disappointed. I'm expected to have such stuff running through my head, which will actually disable, put a point or put a break or stop the entirety of the relationship. And I did not for even single minutes feel that way. I was feeling bad because I had something so fun and exciting that I wanted to share with her, and she had to spoil it with that stuff. I'm not gonna lie, that's how I felt. And then when I now realized that I was expected to be mad about that stuff, I'm like, why am I supposed to be mad about that? Like, why am I supposed to be mad about something you did? I mean, you were fine with it, and you did it, and you were smiling with me, and all the time you were just like pissy. You were the one kissing ass and sucking up to me, even after you tried to do some shitty stuff to me, okay? I mean, you were feeling good, you were still fine, and you were still coming close to me. Why am I the one to now pretend like, why am I the one to act mad? I mean, why am I the one to, if you could pretend in that high form, when you don't actually like someone, but you're pretending to like them, you're the one acting. Why is it supposed to be so easy for you and so hard for me to like you back? I mean, I don't even have anything against you. I don't know if you guys are making meaning of this. Like, someone is bad to you and you're not bad to them, and they're doing something so bad behind your back, but somehow they're still coming up to you and they're sucking up to you and they're fine and they're acting like everything is sweet and cherry, okay? Why am I the one who is actually in the novice, who is actually the one who doesn't know what is going on or have a clue of whatever it is that's transpired or what it is they're planning, what they're doing, what they are involved in or whatsoever? Why am I the one who has to feel a certain way or feel like, feel angry and then start to cut you off? No, honey, that will never be me. I mean, if you can't pretend and act like you like me when you don't like me, it has to be way easier for me to just act like I like you because I actually do like you. I am not acting from the fact that I don't like you and acting like I like you. You are the one who is doing that. Why am I the one who's going to have to go through the difficult part of trying to, pretend? Oh, fuck that. Honey, if you can't pretend to like me when you hate me so much, I am going to just be myself and like you because I like you, and hate and no and difficulties and strong emotions should be stronger than love. Love is easy. Love is something that is easy to express. You see someone you like, you see someone you don't know, you just welcome them. You're hospitable for nice reasons because it's love. It's easy. It's self-thought. It's the way you should treat people because you want to be treated that way. So why am I? Oh, please. That was it. I thought of that stuff and I'm like, dude, I am not going to have your expectations. I'm not going to carry on with your expectations, okay, honey? I am not going to be on that part at all. I am not going to give you all that form. I am not going to give you all the power and all the strength to make you feel like, oh my God, because she knows this, now she has to do this. Oh, please, fuck that. It's not me. Nobody's ruining my perfect, pristine love life. Nobody is ruining it, honey. You don't even have that power, okay? You don't. So move on. It's gone. It's in the past. And if you didn't scratch me, I didn't even know. And finally, I still got that stuff, even after you made me not get it. Oh, all I can say is, maybe I wasn't supposed to have it at that time, okay? Maybe something would have happened if I had it at that time. Because people say count your losses. Not me. I count my wins and my wins. And even my losses, I count it as my wins. Because trust me, fiction and fantasy thing is real in my life. All I have to do is twist it. When it is so horrible, I have to twist it to the other part. And besides, I'm an initial, how do I put it? I'm an initial worst case scenario thinker all the time. So it doesn't even matter. So venting, you see, whatever she thought the venting was supposed to be, it should run the perfect, sweet, romantic time. Oh my God, why am I saying romantic time? It wasn't a romance time. Viva, oh my, come on, get it on. Okay, it's not that. It's not romantic. It has nothing to do with romance. Why am I in my head right now? I think I'm actually thinking of something else. Maybe that's why I'm bringing romance into the stuff. Stop saying romance. Jeez. Okay. All right. She had to ruin that perfect time that I wanted to use to express that, okay? That I wanted to use to express my gratitude, my phone time. Should have just allowed me this. Oh my God. Venting. And with that, can we, at this point, just remove the wrong or remove the negative or remove that bad perception that comes with the word vent? Can we generally, not telling anybody, innately, subconsciously, just make up our minds and leave it in our heads that this is the way it has to be? Venting, it's not societal for negativity. No, it's not. I refuse, okay? I refuse to attach to that. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to go by it. I refuse to run by it, okay? No, it's out of the box. Literally out of the box, okay? Because, this country, there's a crazy venting system in this country. Bloggers are venters. Have you guys actually realized that we don't have news channels? We don't. People are going to say, oh yeah, news channels are like channels, TV, AIT, NTA. No. I am not talking about that type of news, okay? I'm not talking about the people who actually made it to be. We don't have bloggers who blog about news. We have the same bloggers who are blogging about ass and blogging about BBL and blogging about scam and cryptocurrency and blogging about forestry, blogging about entertainment and music and relationships and crazy love on this is love, this is not love, or breakfast and all that. So we have the same people blogging about news. Do you see how it makes it look as if it is not serious? Because there's this how do I put it? Come on, get it. There's this air around about a particular business channel, or there's this air around a particular perception from a blog that carries literally news about anything that just happens regularly in everyday lives, to also carry that of news, like political news or everyday news or whatsoever. It just makes it look as if it's not serious. It makes it look as if, okay, you don't have a good source. But we don't. Why? Because this is a country full of venters. People who vent. A person who vents is called what? Ventor. I don't know what it means, okay? A venting person, okay? Whatever. Help me out here, okay? A person who does that, it has, okay, because that's literally what this country is filled with. Nigeria, my wonderful, wonderful country. It's literally, everybody's venting about stuff, okay? People are venting about people they don't even know. Celebrities they don't even know. Lifestyle they don't even know. They don't even have. They've not even achieved yet. They are crying and doing stuff to themselves about it. A whole entire generation of venters. I should just check this out. I don't know why I'm sitting on this seat and I can't move. What is wrong with me? But why is it so hard to even find what it means to vent? Anyway, all I want to say is there's a whole lot of people venting in this country. People who have legs, people who have more, people who've had, people who have not. Everybody is venting. Everybody is literally expressing, is literally releasing their form and their source. I mean, there are people who go to people's personal pages, like on IG, Instagram, Twitter, whatever handle. People literally go to people's personal pages and hunt them and and get at them for what they've posted in their personal pages. And then when I see comments like that, I'm like, really? This is this person's profile. You follow this person. Okay, maybe you don't follow this person. For the sake of ad or boosting, IG brings it up to you, to your feed. You see it. And you care so much. You care about it so much that what you want to actually release is vent. Is the actual venting that makes people believe that venting is all about negative vibes. Dude, why? Why though? Why? I can't get it. I don't understand. Vent on your own page. Become a blogger, okay? Because when you become a blogger, I guess that will give you an avenue for you to literally vent about whatever it is you don't like. And you know, one thing that gets me about this particular stuff is when people start making their opinions sound like facts. When someone raises up a fact and then someone wants to bring the opinion into, it's a fact. You can't have opinions with facts. Dude, what world do we live in right now? Yeah, but my opinion, I think, stop thinking. This is a fact. This is an umbrella. It shields people from rain and wet stuff or sunny weather. That is what, don't bring up your opinions about umbrella. Your opinions or your mindset or the way you think or the way you feel or your experiences does not matter when it comes to facts. It's a fact. very funny. The people, when I go on social media, when I see news about people who want to give their opinion and literally on a political term. Okay, just like when it was when the current President Tinubu was installed as president of this country, and then we're like, oh my God, okay, yeah, I voted the other guy. And then a friend of mine is like, oh, now, why are you saying that he's doing a good thing? Why are you literally talking about the fact that his appointment is nice? Or what is... I'm like, what has that got to do with anything? I voted this of someone else, okay, but that is in the past. Someone else won. You expect me to hate everything this guy does, even though he's right, just because I didn't vote him? What is going on? You have to support something that is good. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because people make mistakes. Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe I made a mistake during the voting time. It doesn't even matter, or maybe not, okay? Maybe not. But it doesn't mean that when I see something that is good, I'm not going to go with it just because Dude, I also want to evolve. I am an evolver. I am an open person. I am open literally in every part of my life. I am willing to learn. I'm willing to, if you can explain it to me again and give me a notion as to why, what I think or what I believe is wrong, honey, I am going to flip immediately. Because that is learning. And in my opinion, that is learning. I have to be open to learning it because you never know everything at a time. Even though you're super qualified, you could also be taught no matter the field. And then I'm like, what do you even mean by that? So it is wrong for me to acknowledge right doing just because it's not. I'm like, oh, we have been sold in so many ways. Society and people and standards that I don't even know who let it out has sold people's mindsets, has sold people's perceptions, has soiled our lives in so many freaked out, so many effing areas. It has, and it's not cool. It is not good. It's not something people should want to hold on to clutch it to. Stop putting your opinions with facts. A fact is a fact. If something is red, is red. You cannot say, in my opinion, it is not. No. No. Go and sit down. Sit down. Just sit down and stop talking entirely. There is no opinion with facts. Stop venting on the wrong notion. Stop venting on the wrong platform. Stop venting on the wrong time, wrong reading. Get to it. I used to be that person. 100% I used to be the person. When I read something for the first time, the first emotion I get from it, I release it. I say it immediately, and then, but I am also that person that immediately I read something or I hear something or I'm involved in something or I'm encountering something, the first feeling I get, I release it. I am still able to change. I am still willing to say that, okay, maybe this is not this is not this. Because you know what? I had to go back home if it was so important, if it was so crucial for me. I have to go back home. Even though it wasn't important, okay? I go back home and I think about conversations I've had like 3 years. I win those arguments that I should have won last 2 years. I win those arguments that I should have won with this particular friend of mine during COVID-19. Yes, I actually remember it right now. She was busy literally saying that there was nothing like COVID. There was no COVID in that COVID here is malaria, COVID is... And I should have said more stuff because, I actually knew more stuff. I was just tired. I was not just into it about explaining the whole thing. You see? And then she won the argument and she probably believes that, yes, what she thought was real. Can you imagine Viva, why did I let that happen? I shouldn't have let that happen. I knew I shouldn't have let that happen. I'm going to find her. And when I find her, we're going to finish this talk. We are. Okay? We are. You can vent about anything. You can vent about your confusion. You can vent about your frustration. You can vent about your anger. Of course, you can vent about your happiness. You can vent about those romantic, sweet, those moments. You can. Okay? It's all venting. It has nothing. It's just a release of emotion, strong emotions. And trust me, happiness is one of the biggest, strongest emotion I know. Love is one of the biggest happiness. What am I saying? Happiness again? Love is one of the biggest, strongest emotions that I know. Appreciation is one of the biggest, strongest emotions that I know of. Okay? I can't recall the last time I was super, super angry, because anger died in my life, honey. If I got angry, I can't even, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to recall. Let me try. What was it? Oh, yes, I recall that time. Yeah, I was in New York, quiet moment, and I was angry. Oh, my God. But now it's so funny to me. And now I actually realize that, why was I even so angry? There was no need for me to be so angry. I was just supposed to be, my silent treatment would have actually worked on that particular notion. Yes, I mean, if I had just been quiet, it would have set the whole thing on fire. If I had just given that no talking, that's particular superpower that we women were born with. Silent treatment. Maybe, yeah, of course, guys know how to do it too, but if I had just done that, I wouldn't have had to be so angry that day. This is crazy. Why did I even... Okay, I don't want to vent about that shit, okay? I don't want to vent about that stuff, because I don't care about it so much. My thing is, it wasn't even worth it at all. So that was the last time. Could you imagine? Could you imagine me getting angry? No, I cannot imagine that. So if I can't imagine it, you cannot imagine it. It's unimaginable. Unimaginable. Can't happen. Won't happen. Will not happen. Not gonna happen. No matter what you do. But don't you cross me and say, oh my God, you're not gonna get angry because you don't want to touch the lion's tail. No. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my God. Okay. That's it. Venting is in so many different forms, right? Venting is in so many different forms. Let's just try to stick onto the part that is most sweet, most exclusive, most what. I mean, there was this stuff that happened. Was it like 2 days ago? Was it yesterday? Oh, actually, it was yesterday. It was yesterday that Instagram had to leave my account. My account was held. My IG account was held. For no reason, I don't understand. I didn't have access to it. I couldn't have access to it. And I was actually venting to a friend of mine. I was venting to her. I was like, oh my God, it took me time. I had to pay for ads on that particular account. I had to pay for so much ad. I had to pay $1, $2, for different ads. No, different boostings of my particular post to reach audience and get followers. And now I can reach it to them. I was so mad, okay? I was so mad. And I was thinking, what? For 2 days, I wouldn't say all my joy died, but for 2 days, I wasn't feeling good. I was just feeling so sad. I was like, why does this have to happen to me every time? I was saying it as if this has happened to me before. I was thinking, why does this have to happen to me every time? Why does it have to be me all the time? And then later I'm thinking, it happened to me all the time. All the time? There's never been a time your account has been held. What are you seeing? Yeah, apart from one time that my own personal account was actually, I couldn't get access to it for whatever reasons. Yeah, apart from that time, yeah. But then I was just like venting to this friend of mine. And I could see it in her eyes and expression that she's like, okay, what do you want me to do right now? But I needed to say it over and over again because I didn't want to leave it in. It's not that kind of emotion that I want to bottle. The ones I want to bottle and keep to myself, okay? Those ones that have to take me time to figure out. But these ones, I just had to say it out, and I needed help because I don't know how to navigate stuff like that, okay? I'm not like a tech guru or something. So I was just venting it out, and then the frustration on her eyes, the frustration on her face, she's like, okay, she even started with a comparison thing. A person is a little bit toxic when you bring up your own story and then they start to relate to it and say, oh yes, it actually happened to me. Can you not talk about when it happened to you at this particular time that I'm talking about when it's happening to me? Can we... If I have to use the term, can we normalize not bringing up our own issue when someone brings up their own issue? Oh my God, I lost my phone last week. Oh yes. Sorry. That's how I lost my own last 2 weeks. Can you not do that? Can people not do that? Because that is so fucking annoying. It is. It's another thing I want to vent about. Can we stop doing that? You had all the time in the world. You had all the time to call me, to tell me that the same thing has happened to you, but you did not. You did not. You never said anything. You never brought it up. But immediately the time that I bring mine up, you remember yours. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, people. Stop it entirely. Okay? Something awful happened to me yesterday. Oh yes. Oh, sorry, my dear. This same thing that happened to you happened to me. No. No way. Stop doing that. Pick up your own time. Take your time and do your own thing your own time. Okay? Take your time and do your own thing your own time. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Stop doing that. That's actually bad. That's mad. That is not something anybody should do. And I don't even know why people do that. This is me venting it out right now. Stop doing that. Stop bringing up your own issue when I just brought mine up. We are not going to share the stage. I don't want us to share the stage. You had all the time to share the stage. You had all the time to take the stage. You did not take it. Allow me to have mine and then have yours later. Okay? Can we stop that? Stop small talk. Stop remembering. Stop relating to people when they're actually telling you their frustration. Stop relating to it. Stop bringing up your perfect scenario that is so relatable. Stop it. Stop small talk. Stop, hi, hello, what's going on? And stop it. Stop it. And stop. And also, please, whatever you've done wrong in the past, okay? Whatever you've done so wrong in the past against someone you weren't supposed to do that stuff to. Please. Ask for restitution from God or whatever you worship. Make changes in your life. Meet the person you've hurt and try to get it done. Don't tell them about it. Because when you tell them about it, somehow you expect them to have a reaction. Somehow in your mind, you've built for them to say, oh no, oh, this is what you did. Because you know what? We are all human beings. You cannot tell how I'm going to react. Because then some people will even go as further as saying, oh, but this happened years ago and I asked for your forgiveness and now you don't want to accept it. But it has passed and I was sincerely telling you, no, dude, no. Don't bring it up if you don't want it to be held on to. Don't bring it up if you don't want it to be analyzed and you don't want your question. If you actually want people not to hold on to what you've done to them, don't say it to them. But if you want to put on the big girl's hat, the big boy's hat, and say it, then whatever you get is expected. Okay? I know then people can say, oh, well, I cleared my chest. But please, when it comes to me, don't clear your chest with that stuff. Keep it to yourself, okay? Keep it to your karma, because your karma is going to deal with it. You are going to definitely get your karma. You telling it to me, it's not going to change the fact that you are going to get what you have done. You expressing it and it's being forgiven or forgotten, it's not going to change the fact that your karma is going to be out to get you, because everything one does in life gets back to them. It gets back to you. Okay, so with that said, a little bit about my venting, a little bit about the stuff I just wanted to vent. Don't forget to continue and join this conversation always on our social media handles, on Facebook, on YouCould Pod, and Instagram for YouCould Pod. Subscribe, share, and leave your notification buttons so I can owe you. I want to owe you. I can't remember the last time I owed someone something. I want to owe you, honey. I want to be indebted to you. So subscribe and leave your notification buttons so I can be owing you and being indebted to you and wanting to do whatever you ask me to do. Because could you imagine? Take care. I'll be back. Mwah. And before I run away, before I even end it, don't forget that nobody has the experience. It's all our first time here. So, yays, lovers, and glasses of wine. Why are you counting this stuff? Okay? Don't count it at all. It's Viva, the fantasy, fiction, and dreamy girl. Peace out and see you again in a hurry. Bye. Mwah. I just had to do that.